tomorrow night, SmackDown Live presents their second brand-exclusive pay-per-view entitled No Mercy. Hello, friends. Anthony Floyer here with you for our No Mercy preview edition of the Wrestling Forum. Delighted to have you with us here. I'm sitting in from Michael Fletcher. Michael Fletcher was supposed to host this because this is a SmackDown Live event, and Michael Fletcher is the host of all things SmackDown Live. But he had a prior engagement today, so it's because of that I was asked to fill in, so not a problem. So I'm here with Michael Bullock, and we are going to preview the No Mercy event that will be live tomorrow night from the brand new Golden One Center in Sacramento, California, exclusively on the WWE Network. And we have some major breaking news that we will be addressing on this preview, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. But before we do that, we're gonna get into our preview here, and we're gonna start things off with a match that was added to the card this past week. The All-American Jack Swagger, the real American Jack Swagger, going up against the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin, and not really all that interested in this match, honestly, but I really don't know what there is to say on it, but I got Baron Corbin winning it, to be honest, but I don't think this match is going to be much of anything. I mean, the match they had the other night on SmackDown was very bad, and I really don't know if this is even going to be any better. But I don't have any confidence in this fight. I'm not looking forward to this match, but we got to call it anyway. So I'm just going to go with Baron Corbin to win it, because they're obviously higher up on him. Swagger's an enhancement guy at this point, so really nothing left for me to say except Baron Corbin wins this match. So, Michael Bullock, your quick thought on Jack Swagger and Baron Corbin?
Yeah, not really looking forward to this match. Could care less about it, but I'm just going to make it short and sweet. I'm going to go with Baron Corbin to win this one, so yeah, I really got nothing more to say. Let's just move on to the next match, which I'll get into.
Okay, and it's and we do have a women's match on this card. Nikki Bella, one-on-one with Carmella, and Michael Bullock. It's well documented. You've been very high on Carmella ever since they turned her heel in this feud with Nikki Bella. Well, the double turn, really. So, you were so high on Carmella that you thought she was actually going to walk out the new SmackDown Women's Champion at Backlash.
And she came close.
She came close, but the big question here is, can she get a major win here against Nikki Bella, or does Nikki Bella finally get one over on her?
Yeah, I mean, I've been really impressed with Carmella. I mean, some people felt like maybe this whole babyface thing really wasn't getting over with the fans, and I think maybe turning her heel was, I think good for her, and I think the double turn, to me, I mean, I think it's good for both women. I mean, and let's just say, of course, everybody, I mean, people are high, of course, on Nikki Bella as well. I mean, she's popular with the fans, especially with that new show on the network, Total Bellas. I haven't had a chance to see it, but I'll definitely try to check it out sometime. But yeah, I mean, it seems lately that Carmella's been trying to one up Nikki Bella, especially attacking her during some matches. So I'm so high. I mean, I'm actually going to go with Carmella to win this. I think WWE is high on her, especially since the double turn here. So so that's my story. I'm sticking with it. I'm going with Carmella to win. Would I be surprised if Nikki Bella wins? No, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm just so high on what I've seen from her. So give me Carmella to win this match. So Florio, I give it to you.
Got to respectfully disagree with you here, Bullock. I got Nikki Bella winning this match. One could argue that the talent of the Raw women's division is superior to the SmackDown brand. However, SmackDown has handled their women way better. They all feel relatively important and pretty equal. The Carmella-Nikki Bella feud has saved Carmella. Without Enzo and Cash, she was flopping as a babyface. Nikki returning to a positive response allowed for the double turn. The feud has mostly been Carmella attacking Nikki and always staying one step ahead. She's beat her up constantly and pinned her a few times. I think it's about time for Nikki to get one over on Carmella. So, sorry, Bullock, I got to respectfully disagree with you here. I got to go with Nikki Bella to win this match. So that's all there is to say on that. So now we move on to one of the more interesting matches of the card. Randy Orton, one-on-one with Bray Wyatt. And even though, for the most part, the build hasn't been all that great, I still feel this match has potential to be something really good. We were supposed to have it at Backlash. They did an injury angle with Randy Orton. They had Kane fill in and ended up being an Olds-Barred match. And let's face it, that thing was not any good. And Kane got the win. So, it's just so hard, honestly. I mean, I feel like a broken record when I say that Bray Wyatt needs this win. Since his debut on the main roster, he's been grossly mishandled. It seems as if Bray has always been given the shaft when it comes to marquee matches. You could look back to his feud with John Cena in 2014 and his feud with Roman Reigns last year. So I'm quite nervous about this match. Going in, my heart says Wyatt finally gets that character-defining win. But my gut is telling me that Orton gets the win and could be possibly the next possible challenger for a certain phenomenal champion, if I do say so myself. So we'll wait and see. But honestly, I wish WWE would give us something to get behind Bray Wyatt. I mean, how can you believe in a man that never accomplishes anything or vanquishes any of his foes? I know I sure can't. Most of the populace at large also thinks this way. Bray Wyatt should get the win here, but he won't because he never does. WWE will worry that somehow a loss to Wyatt would hurt Randy Orton, which is utterly ridiculous. But nonetheless, Orton gets the win, but somehow they will continue this feud for some odd reason. So I'm going with Randy Orton to win it. And maybe, just maybe, he could be that next possible challenger for that certain phenomenal champion. Case in point later on. So I got Randy Orton winning, although I want to see Bray Wyatt win so he can finally get that defining win for him. So with that being said, Michael Bullock, your thoughts on Randy Orton against Bray Wyatt?
Yeah, the build really hasn't been all that great, but I think this could be a really good match based on the body of work of both of these men. So, yeah, I mean, like you said, since Bray Wyatt made his debut, WWE really hasn't handled Bray Wyatt well, and some people feel like he should win this match, and he really needs it. But let's all be honest, it's not going to happen here because they always seem to screw it up big time. So I'm going with Randy Orton to win this match. The WWE creative team. I mean, you take a look at the talent of Bray Wyatt. I mean, he's such a good wrestler. I mean, here's a man that I think should be getting more wins than what he has right now, and for them to just continue to push him to the side, and I think that to me is pointless, unnecessary, unacceptable, inexcusable, irresponsible, borderline reprehensible, and just plain old stupid. And Florio, by the way, I did hear some rumors out there. Remember Bray Wyatt talking about Sister Abigail making her debut?
Absolutely.
Well, I don't know if you want to hear this, but there's a certain woman who could be playing the role of Sister Abigail. You want to take any guesses?
I don't really know.
You're not gonna like what I'm gonna have to say, even though it pains for me to have to say it.
Eva Marie?
Yes.
Maybe that could be good for her. You never know. I mean, it gets her away from that women's title picture. I mean, that's what we want, right?
Yeah, but just seeing her on TV just makes me want to freaking throw up.
Yeah, no secret, you're not a big fan of hers. I mean, she's right at the top of your women's dislike list. The other being, of course, Dana Brooke and Charlotte. So.
You can make the argument that maybe this would be good for her, but let's be quite honest. Nobody in the IWC wants to see her on TV.
Well, I'm pretty sure her suspension's got to be up, so I'm almost certain her suspension is up. So
yeah, but like I said, I think at this point the IWC could care less about her.
Right. So who you got?
Yeah. I told you I got Randy Orton winning this match.
All right, fair enough. So let's move on. Let's move on to our next match, and Bullock's going to start it off. It's the first of our championship matches. For the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, we got Rhino and Heath Slater defending against the Usos. Rhino and Slater winning the titles last month at Backlash in that tournament final against the Usos. So, Michael Bullock, we started off with you. Does the reign of Beauty and the Man Beast continue, or are the Usos gonna get over and become the new champions for one more time, for a third time?
Yeah, this has been a real good story when it comes to this tag team SmackDown Tag Team Championship combo of Heath Slater and Rhino. I mean, but I gotta be quite honest here. I like the Usos. I mean, especially ever since they turned them heel, and I think the heel turn works out well for them, and so much so, I think the Usos are going to win this match, and they're going to become your new WWE Tag Team SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Because before the heel turn, nobody could care less about their babyface character, because it wasn't getting liked. The IWC could care less about it, so the heel turn definitely works out, and I think it's going to cash in well with the Usos becoming the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And then there's one team that I think is going to get the first crack at it, the American Alpha. So Usos, your new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So Florio, it's yours.
Yeah, right there with you. I got the Usos winning the titles as well. It's been a nice run for Slater and Rhino, but this was always a short-term thing. Rhino could possibly be elected to office soon, and it might be time to see if WWE can get anything out of a Heath Slater singles run. Meanwhile, the Usos have an actual feud going with American Alpha. It will mean a lot more with the SmackDown tag titles involved. The Usos win, and we get a real feud for the tag titles to follow. And this may be the most obvious result on the card. I figured that WWE would take the long road with American Alpha upon their main roster debut, and they've done exactly that. It appears that the conclusion seems destined for Survivor Series, which would indicate that the Usos pick up the win here. Slater got his moment at Backlash, and Rhino may need to disappear for a while to deal with the upcoming election. All signs are pointing to an Usos win, with the Alphas waiting right around the corner. So, winners and new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, and we can finally start that big money tag title feud with them and American Alpha. So that should be really fun down the road. So, all right. Now, originally scheduled was a SmackDown Women's Championship match with Becky Lynch defending against Alexa Bliss. Now it's looking like it may not be happening now, because according to James McKenna of the Pro Wrestling Sheet, he's saying, ouch, not hearing any specifics, but sources just told me Becky Lynch is out of No Mercy tomorrow night and likely shelved for the month. Squared Circle Sirens is reporting that Lynch suffered a neck injury and has been working through it for the past few weeks. WWE has not commented on injury reports at this time. And the Wrestling Observer reports that Becky Lynch will be unable to wrestle at No Mercy tomorrow night due to what they're saying is an unknown injury. Her match with Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown Women's Championship was pulled. It's unknown when the injury happened, what it is, or how long Lynch will be out. Her last match was on SmackDown Live this past Tuesday, where she and Nikki Bella lost to Alexa Bliss and Carmella. WWE has not announced the injury or if there will be a replacement. Wow. What a damn shame, because this was a match that a lot of people were actually looking very forward to.
I was looking forward to this match too.
Everybody was. The consensus was going with Becky Lynch to successfully defend. I know I would have gone with Becky Lynch to successfully defend. I know you would have gone with Becky Lynch to successfully defend Bullock, but I mean, what a damn shame, because this was something we were really looking forward to. And
I like the build for this match up to this point.
Yeah, the build was good. You're absolutely right. But
I mean, I just feel bad for Alexa Bliss. I mean, she's worked so hard to get this opportunity, and then this happens.
Yeah, but it is, you know what we always like to say on our shows. It is what it is, and unfortunately, there's.
I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, do they just find do we just get another women's match where Alexa Bliss gets a mystery opponent?
Maybe she goes up against Naomi or something. I don't know. Very possible, but
I can tell you this right now. Alexa Bliss is probably pretty pissed off right now, or as she likes to say, blissed off.
I know. I mean, you could definitely make that argument.
And maybe they could do a little something like, remember what Samoa Joe is doing over on NXT?
Yes.
Where they say, you either give me Shinsuke Nakamura or you strip him of that NXT title and give it to me. Maybe she pulls a little something like that from Samoa Joe, saying, you either give me Becky Lynch or you strip her of that SmackDown Women's title and give it to me.
Well,
and I just showed everyone that Becky Lynch is a loser.
That's very true, but only time will tell. But that's something we needed to address. So we'll keep an eye out for any further developments. Maybe on the pre-show tomorrow night on the WWE Network, 7:00. So we'll see what happens. But that's all.
It's just a damn shame when it comes to this.
Yeah, so we're just going to have to move on. We're not going to do any speculating because we have no clue what's going on with it. So,
yeah, if we find out more, we'll definitely pass it along.
Absolutely. So with that said, let's move on to our next match. And now we're getting into the heart of the order here now. The two big main events of this show. We got a double main event on this show. And here's the first one. Title versus career for the WWE Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship. The Miz with his wife Maurice, one-on-one with Dolph Ziggler. If Dolph Ziggler loses this match, his career is over. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This, to me, is going to be the fight of the night. This is going to steal the show. This is going to be a 5-star classic, chock full of the finest Shakespearean drama you will see in WWE this year. Although we've seen a lot of great Shakespearean drama in WWE this year. But, man, this is the toughest match to call. Because there have been a lot of dirt sheets saying that Dolph Ziggler, with some of the other things he's doing outside of WWE, you know, like his comedy and everything else. And there have been rumors saying that WWE wants to move him into a producer agent role or some kind of front office position, that Ziggler's in-ring career could be over. I mean, honestly, this is so hard and so tough. Recent reports have suggested that this could really be the end, as WWE focuses on shifting Ziggler to more of a producer role. Given his ventures outside of the wrestling business, it wouldn't surprise me if this truly was Dolph's calling call. This should be another great match, as both men have given their all to this feud. Miz has really reached a new level of heel, and Ziggler seems to have found a new level of emotion. There could be another screwy finish, though. I'm honestly hoping not, which leads to maybe a Ziggler return a few months down the road, but I'm really not sure right now. The Miz has been great ever since the split, and even before that. The split has also benefited Dolph Ziggler as well, mainly because this feud with Miz has been one of the best on both brands. The Miz has gained so much from it and really stands to get some major heat if he ends the feud by retiring Dolph. I just don't see another IC title run really helping Dolph at this point. Maybe he tries out the producer or agent thing and comes back later. But they could really elevate Miz with this win and make it a big deal for his next challenger to beat him and get a huge rub. We've sat through feuds and matches between these two before, including a 5-star classic match they had on Main Event in November of 2012, but none have even even that one hasn't even come close to this one. They nearly stole the show at Backlash with their best match ever and had another great one on SmackDown a few weeks later. The added stipulation of Dolph Ziggler's career being on the line is awesome. It makes the Intercontinental title feel important. The Miz has been fantastic for a long time, but this is truly his best work. Dolph Ziggler was pretty terrible from 2015 until the draft. Even his SummerSlam match with Dean Ambrose severely lacked. This feud has reignited him. I feel that this will be a similar case to Jeff Hardy's final WWE stand. He went on a high note after a great rivalry with CM Punk. Dolph will do the same. He can go produce for the company and do his stand-up or something. The Miz really shouldn't lose the title until at least WrestleMania. As much as it pains me to say it, I would love to see Dolph Ziggler get the win here, but honestly, because of these dirt sheets and everything else, they seem pretty real to me. So, and you know what I always say, wrestling is indeed actually real, and I think we're going to see that realness tomorrow night. I'm sorry to say it, but winner and still Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, The Miz, which means Dolph Ziggler's career, ends tomorrow night at No Mercy. Michael Bullock, what says you?
Boy, like you just said, this is going to be the fight of the night, without a shadow of a doubt, and this is going to be the match that steals the show. Yeah, you got the WWE World Title match, but I don't think anybody's going to be talking about that. I think they're going to be talking about this match right here, and I think this feud has been so well built. The Miz's heel character, it has reached an all-time high. Especially with the contract negotiations that he had with Daniel Bryan, saying that he'll defend the title when he wants to, and then they finally come to an agreement here, and Dolph Ziggler had a chance to become the Intercontinental Champion, but we've had some screwy finishes thanks to his wife Maurice using some kind of spraying object. So Dolph Ziggler's like, you know what? I want one more shot at the title, and I'm going to put my career on the line. And he basically was like saying, you know what? If I don't beat you for that Intercontinental Championship, I have no career. So, yeah, and I've been hearing the same dirt sheets as well, Florio. That he may be, he may be done wrestling in WWE, and maybe a producer's role could definitely help out. I don't know. We'll definitely wait and see. So, this is tough. As much as it pains for me to say this, and like you said, wrestling is indeed real. And unfortunately, we're going to get that little dose of reality. So it pains for me to say this, but winner and still your Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, The Miz, and that means Dolph Ziggler's career is over. It's a damn shame, too, because, Dolph Ziggler's body of work is just so good, and he's only had some runs with a little run with the World Championship, and here's a man that to me should have gotten a long run with the world championship, but no, he didn't get that, and he's had some good runs with the Intercontinental title, but I would have loved to see him get a nice run with the world championship. So it's a damn shame that his career is going to be over, but it is what it is. And then what happens next with The Miz? Who's going to be the next challenger for the Intercontinental Championship? I don't know. So Miz will still be your Intercontinental Champion, and Dolph Ziggler's wrestling career is over. Tough for me to say that, but it is what it is. So Florio, I think it's time to talk main event for the SmackDown Live exclusive pay-per-view, No Mercy.
Yes, and you look at Dolph Ziggler's career, like Bullock said, 2-time World Heavyweight Champion, 4-time Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, a 1-time United States Heavyweight Champion, 1-time World Tag Team Champion with the Spirit Squad. And you saw 2 of the members of the Spirit Squad coming on that SmackDown Live the other night as part of that documentary segment with The Miz. Money in the Bank winner, 2 Slammy Awards with Best Twitter Handle or Social Champion at Heel Ziggler, and then participated in the Match of the Year in 2014, which was that traditional Survivor Series elimination match, Team Cena and Team Authority, and the 22nd Triple Crown Champion in WWE history. Not to mention the Most Improved and the Most Underrated award from the Wrestling Observer newsletter in 2011. Rolling Stone Wrestler of the Year in 2014, but also was given the worst storyline of 2015 with Lana versus Rusev and Summer Rae. In 2013, he was ranked number 9 of the top 500 singles wrestlers in the PWI 500 and was a 2-time FCW Florida Tag Team Champion, one with Brad Allen and the other with Gavin Spears. So,
and this is a man that, to me, should have gotten a big-time push, but WWE didn't even have the guts or the balls to push this man.
Here's the thing. When Ziggler won the World Heavyweight Champion,
so good, but damn, WWE didn't even have the nerve to do something like that. Damn with them, for goodness sakes.
Let me just say it. When Dolph Ziggler won the World Heavyweight Championship from Alberto Del Rio on that Monday Night Raw, the night after WrestleMania 29, the only reason why he dropped it, you remember, he ended up suffering a concussion.
I get that, but to me, this is a man who could have had a nice long run with that World Championship.
Yeah, the big gold belt, as everybody remembers. So,
yeah.
But we'll see what happens. You never know. I mean, the outcome could be different. I mean, they could pull the rug out from under us, and hopefully they do. I don't mind it if they do. So.
Yeah, I don't mind it either. But to me, this is a man that, like I said so many times, should have gotten a big time push, but WWE didn't even have the nerve or the balls to do something like that. And damn it with them for not doing that.
Yeah, I can name another guy who's been through the same thing. Cesaro. Excuse me, I had to let that out. So
don't get me started with that. You know how pissed off I am with that.
Yeah, but it is what it is. But
yeah, now you want to know who's behind all these guys not getting a big time push?
Vince McDinkleberg,
and Kevin Dunn.
Yeah, Vince McDinkleberg and Kevin Bucktooth Beaver Dunn. So. That's all there is to say on that. But now let's get into our main event.
Yeah, they don't know a damn thing about wrestling.
Let's move on to our main event, Bullock. We got time constraints here. So main event time here. Triple threat match for the WWE World Championship. We got the phenomenal AJ Styles defending against both Dean Ambrose and John Cena. Styles winning the title, of course, last month at Backlash, defeating Dean Ambrose with a low blow in a Styles clash. So I believe you lead off on this one, Bullock. So the big question is: does the reign of the Phenomenal One continue? Does the Lunatic Fringe regain his title that he lost last month, or does John Cena tie the Nature Boy Ric Flair with his 16th world title? So many questions. You got the answer. What is it?
Well, I do have the answer. I like this feud that's been going on. I mean, especially with the back and forth with John Cena and Dean Ambrose. John Cena calling out Dean Ambrose on that on an edition of Talking Smack, and AJ Styles, of course, doing his usual bragging, saying that he's the face that runs the place, the champ that runs the camp. So who do I have winning this match? I got the phenomenal AJ Styles to win this match and retain the WWE World Championship. It would be a damn shame if WWE made him lose the title quickly and have him be a transitional champion, which would be a damn shame, if I'm going to be quite honest here. So, and the IWC will be pissed off if John Cena becomes world champion for a 16th time. So, I mean, Dean Ambrose has had a nice run with the title, but I don't think he needs it again. So it makes it easy for me to say AJ Styles will be your winner and still your WWE World Champion. Flory, what's yours?
100% agree with you. I got the phenomenal AJ Styles successfully defending the WWE World Championship as well. Some more dirt sheets are coming out saying that John Cena very shortly will be taking time off again because his reality show, that reality show that he hosted, American Grit, has been picked up for a second season. So he's going to be hosting that. So it's obvious that John Cena will not be winning this match. And Styles just won the title a month ago. I mean, do you really want to have him drop it back to Ambrose or even to Cena after such a short period of time? I don't think so. Everybody and their mother knows that AJ Styles is the best thing going in WWE right now. To be honest, from a kayfabe standpoint, there is no reason John Cena should be in this match. He lost twice to AJ Styles and then lost to Dean Ambrose. The build for this has been really good. Dean and Cena shooting on each other on Talking Smack were both great, and the promo on the Go Home SmackDown between the three of them delivered in a big way. AJ and Dean just going off on Cena without letting him speak was perfect. I expect an awesome match, even though I think it's only going to be I think it's only going to be good enough for second best fight of the night honors. Styles can do no wrong. Ambrose had two great ones with AJ, and Cena is one of the best big match performers in wrestling history. SmackDown's booking mostly makes sense, so I'm going to predict the best possible outcome. AJ Styles retains and maybe, just maybe, moves into a new title feud with a certain Apex Predator, if you know what I mean. I think it's going to set him up for a possible title feud with Randy Orton. That's honestly what I want to see, and I think that would be a phenomenal feud.
And a fresh feud.
Yes, while Cena and Ambrose go into their own rivalry, because I just want to see more of their promos together. All three of these guys are killing it on the promos, which is great news for a title match, as the crowd will be invested before we even get underway. I sense it'll be a great match, too, as AJ Styles is a tremendous wrestler, and Cena has a knack of being in the ring with the right opponents at the right time. Ambrose, while better in promos, can contribute, too, if the match is well planned out. He prefers to call it in the ring, as does Cena, but those matches tend to be passable at best. The more they plan for this, the better it will be. It's tough, if not impossible, to call a triple threat in the ring. Normally, when Cena works a feud with someone new, like a Rusev or a Kevin Owens, he gives them a quick shine and then squashes them. AJ Styles is better than that. I think WWE knows he's better than that, or he wouldn't be walking around with the WWE Championship. But the possibility of Cena winning a 16th world title has been teased specifically because I don't think it's happening. AJ could use a strong, extended run with the belt, and I could see him holding it up until WrestleMania at this point. Aside from Big Match John, who else is taking it from him? There may be a possibility John Cena could win the Royal Rumble and challenge Styles at Mania after losing maybe a final chance match at TLC or something along those lines. Tying Ric Flair's record is a WrestleMania kind of deal. So AJ retains here. Should be a great match, even though we think it's only going to be second best fight of the night. So winner and still WWE World Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Overall thoughts and interest level when it comes to this pay-per-view event, I got a good feeling about this, although my rating is going to take a bit of a hit here because of the unfortunate news about Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch doesn't get injured and that match still goes on. I would have rated this about maybe 8 to 8.5, but I got to knock it down just a little bit I got to say this is probably going to be a 7 to 7.5 at best. Now that we know Becky Lynch is out of the show. What we enjoy about SmackDown is that everything has a story. The matches are built well, and for the most part, the endings make sense. The triple threat and IC title matches should be great, and everything else in between could fill things out nicely. Should be a damn good show. So, before the Becky Lynch injury, like I said, it was 8 to 8.5. But now that Becky is out, I got to bump it down to about a 7 to 7.5 out of 10. That double main event's going to steal the show. Not sure about everything else in between, so we'll see. So 7 to 7.5 out of 10 for me. So, Bullock, your overall thoughts and interest level when it comes to this event tomorrow night?
Yeah, I do agree. I mean, going into this pay-per-view, before the injury, I was going to say 8 to 8.5 out of 10 as well. But now that Becky Lynch is out of it, it's going to unfortunately be a 7 to 7.5 out of 10. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that double main event, of course, with the Intercon title versus career, Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz. That's definitely going to be the fight of the night. The triple threat WWE World Title match is the other match I'm looking forward to. All the other matches will be all right. But yeah, so the build has been good. So yeah, so 7 to 7.5 is what my rating's probably going to be for this pay-per-view. So yeah, so let's just put a wrap on this No Mercy preview show.
And that will do it for this No Mercy preview edition of the Wrestling Forum. We want to thank you all so very much for tuning in. Of course, don't forget to join us tomorrow night following the pay-per-view over on Michael Fletcher's channel, BraceFan95. Good old MF will be back. He will host the recap show. We'll be on it. He'll be on it. Maybe Dee Woodson. I don't know. We'll see. And then Monday night, come back with us here on the Tone 25 for another all-new edition of Ridiculously Raw. We'll review Monday Night Raw, and I'll give you my thoughts on Impact Wrestling, which featured a historic moment. We'll get into that. And then Tuesday night, Cerebral Smack Talk. We'll sort out all the No Mercy fallout from SmackDown Live, as well as Fletcher's Mikey's Mindset with some more ROH and Lucha Underground stuff, maybe some RWA if there's any, I don't know. And then Thursday, College Football Thursday. And then Friday, of course, another edition of NFL Fridays. So there you go. So that's it. So until tomorrow night for our recap of No Mercy, it's Anthony Florio here for Michael Bullock saying, you know the routine, everybody. Thumbs up. Talk to you later. Yeah, throw it up, Fortune 4 style. Bye for now, my friends. God bless. Be good to each other. And until our No Mercy recap show on Fletcher's BraceFan95 channel tomorrow night, you've been watching the preview edition of No Mercy right here on the Tone 25 on YouTube.com. And remember, no matter what anyone tells you, wrestling is indeed actually real. Good night, everybody.